I got a story for you.
I
Um,
would love to hear the story.
all right, I sent you a text. Can you look at that on your computer? You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Don't look it up yet. Don't look at it yet. All right.
Okay. I won't look at it yet.
Let me set this up. So, social media, like a memory on Facebook, popped up last week. Um, and it's a photograph of this Marine that I used to work with. And I think from 2008 to 2010. And the memory popped up, and I completely forgot about this guy. This guy's name was Lloyd. He was a sergeant. He worked in my lab. Um, and he deserted in 2010. So if you want, he just disappeared one day, just gone. If you want to look at what I sent you a little wanted poster. Hopefully, I can put it up for everybody up on YouTube. But
Oh,
uh,
his last name is Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah. His last name's Lloyd. But NCIS still has a $2,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of Sergeant Lloyd. I don't know if he's a sergeant anymore. How does that work? Do they just
Yeah. Do
take it
you
away
lose
from
your
you?
status?
I don't know if he can lose his status until like they find him and court martial him and do all that stuff. But anyway, um, I his so I looked up the wanted poster, and I never looked at this before, but Lloyd, his aliases, David Albeck, David Williams, Eric Maxwell, and I just want to put this out there for everybody. It's Eric with a C, not a K, because the
Yeah.
C's,
The dumb way.
yeah, they're kind of douches. Uh, Andrew Hunt Graham and Joshua Lloyd. He was really thinking out of the box with that one.
Um. All right. From Lexington, Kentucky. Uh. Wow. So it's illegal for him to just leave his post. Like what? Like what did he do?
So this is what happened. So in our lab, he worked in a section of the lab called awaiting parts, and basically, um, oh, there's a little bug in here. He was in awaiting parts, and basically, I'm looking at something, it's broken. I need to fix it, so I send it to him. I'm like, hey, I need this part to fix it. So that piece of gear sits on the shelf until that part comes in. Well, what he was doing was he was ordering these things called velocimeters, and I think they did run like $10,000 or something like that. And there are these little things, and they just measure. I think they measure flow, if I remember correctly. I can't remember, um, because they spin really fast, and they send a voltage out, and you can see how fast the flow is moving. I don't fucking know. I was never good at my job. Um, but he was ordering them, making them disappear, and selling them on eBay. And
Wow.
I think he knew he was going to get caught and decided to disappear, but there's more to this story. Hold on, let me take a drink. I'm so excited about this. All right, so he was dating a girl, and she had ties with like supposedly the Mexican cartel, and he was taking steroids at the time.
Sweet.
And yeah, and apparently they had a very toxic relationship. I'm not exactly sure if it was abusive, but I know they argued a lot. And I do know that she threatened him a couple of times that she could just make him disappear or whatever. And then he up and disappears. So
Whoa.
so either he ran or he's sitting in a oil barrel in the middle of the Mexican desert somewhere.
Woof.
Wild,
Wow.
right?
This is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Um. The possible locations are a little scattered.
I know they're all over the place.
Could be in Kentucky, Montana, uh, California, Mexico City, Mexico. Albany. That's kind of far away from each other.
Also, I my thing is how do you just disappear like that? Like, how does one do it, or do you plan it?
This day and age, man, you have to have zero online profile, which is almost impossible.
Right. Yeah, it's just
So,
it's wild.
so if you have heard of this guy, if you have, we'll try to put the flyer up. If you've seen this person, contact NCIS, www.ncis.navy.mil.
Yeah, I'll put the flyer up.
If you have any information.
Yeah,
Wow, this is crazy. You knew this guy.
I knew this guy, and um, so nobody really like suspected he was doing this, but so he lived off base. So you don't really get to live off base unless you're married until you're a staff sergeant, in most scenarios, right? So but he was married, he got a divorce as a sergeant. So they kind of grandfather you in and they're like, "Okay, you can still live off base." But he lived in this nice ass huge apartment in the middle of San Diego that there's no way he could have afforded like on a sergeant salary. So I always wondered, I'm like, where's this money coming from? Where are you getting this money? And I also suspected that he was on steroids because he got super aggressive. He got huge. Um, and like we kind of stopped being friends because I don't know, because I was like really like against all of that shit. Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like you're a fucking Marine, you made a commitment. You don't do that shit. Even fucking steroids, all right? Um, so I never really suspected, but I always had questions. But I don't think they're ever gonna find him because I think he's in an oil drum in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
buried somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I
mean,
think.
did they, do you know if they like connected him with this problem in 2010 and have been looking for him since, or this is like a recent development they figured out?
Oh no, they found out right away what was happening. So this is what happened. So he disappeared. Um he didn't show up to work. Uh my staff sergeant called me. He's like, "Do you know where Lloyd lives?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know exactly where he lives." He's like, "Can you bring me over?" Um, so we went over, banged on the door, looked around, nothing. Like, and then finally we got in there, like a bunch of shit was gone, but like there was still a lot of stuff, so it looked like he kind of left in a hurry. Um, and then obviously, NCIS gets involved. The command's like, "Oh, we got a
Yeah.
Marine that went AWOL or UA, unauthorized
Wow.
absence." Yeah,
This is insane, but they've been looking for him for 16 years.
yeah, they're never gonna
Probably
find this
not.
guy.
Probably not around.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's dead. That's what
I
I think.
would I would just check Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. That's a good spot.
I would just check.
If you're gonna pick anywhere, you might as well pick Bangladesh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's it. Yeah, if you at the end of our relationship, Lloyd was a huge douchebag. So if you do have any information, he does get arrested, I will shake your hand because he stole from the Marine Corps. He deserted during a time of war, and fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that
Wow.
guy. Yeah. All right. That's all I got for this. But I wanted to share the
Well,
story because I thought it was
I
pretty
think
cool.
that is a wild. I've been trying to wrap my head around the whole thing. It's like, what? This is wild, dude.
It's a
I
weird
mean,
thing.
pretty interesting thing to like. Not that you're a part of his story or anything, but you knew the guy. That's pretty interesting. Um,
Yeah.
well, I hate this guy, and that's the perfect segue into the things I hate.